Hey guys, it's Will here again. Starting to do videos because of everything. If you haven't seen the last one, please watch it. At least the intro. It'll explain why You're going to see multiple of me and the same sort of stuff going on. Um, so, quick rundown for those who may not see it or don't want to, and why I'm looking up. Work's been wonky. Life's been trying to figure out how to do things, trying to figure out how to where my life's going. So I'm doing these in rapid successions as much as I can when I have days off. So that's why you're going to be seeing a lot of the same background, a lot of sitting. I might look a little disheveled, like in between stuff, because I'm doing a lot of running around. So, and I just want to get these out because I have a lot of stuff that I was planning to do with, normally. So I'm just going to load up on all these reviews kind of settings. And if I see any sort of comments and stuff, I'll try to answer them when I make the next batch. So please understand that. But thank you guys for being with me and enjoying just the shitty video making that I'm doing here. So with that, let us get into this next review here that I've been sitting on for a while. This is another role-playing game from the shelf, pulling it off the wall here for you guys to see. It's based off of a comic series, I think printed by Image if not by, I think Dark Horse or something. But it's a more adult, and I don't mean adult as in 18 plus triple X. I mean more adult as in it's a story with there is some sex, violence, blood, gore, swearing. It's a World War One. It's a World War One steampunk universe based on some cool sort of supernatural shenanigans and other stuff going on, political intrigue and spy subterfuge with these sort of secret orders and stuff, Black Widow sort of style things. So with that, let us get into the box here, which is the Carbon Gray Deluxe Tabletop Box, made by Magnetic Press and West End Games. It is a huge box. It is chunky. It is heavy. This is their special collector's edition. Oh, let me flip it over. We are going to get into the unboxing of it. I guess so. We're back on the unboxing cam here. It is huge. I'm trying my best to get the camera out as much as I can on this one, but it is a big box. It's really nice. They didn't. I did open this quickly just to make sure everything was in it. I didn't fully unwrap everything, so it's still somewhat sealed. Um, they didn't skip a lot of these independent making game companies that try to prove a point, but they don't really need to. That have done other stuff in the back, maybe like Magnetic Press and West End Games have done a bunch of stuff, board games and all that. So I like these guys over say big name publishers like Wizards of the Coast or Pazio, because even Pazio doesn't really skimp out. At least back in the day, I haven't tried any of their new stuff, but they don't skip out in quality. You pay for what you pay for compared to other companies. It's like Marvel and DC's graphic novels versus Image graphic novels. But let us get into the opening here. This is the front. Here is the back in a better view. So in this box, you get basically like a skirmish, like again in the last video we did, that you'll see this, or even before, you might see it before this video, depending on how I release them. It has skirmish games. It's like a skirmish game, but models are really nice, but also it's a role-playing game first. You could play some sort of skirmish game if you want to use these models. But it does have maps and tiles for a game. It's got rules for large trench warfare and stuff as your characters through the RPG are moving around. And it comes with some stat cards, other objective cards. Comes with a bunch of really nice models. Comes with dice for the role-playing game because it uses its own dice system. Nice DM screen. Nice hardcover. It's not paperback, it's a hardcover. Exclusive, I think. It might be exclusive to this role-playing book. Plus the box to store everything in. And I was really impressed with how this is stored too. It's gonna last. So if there is any damages in your stuff inside these boxes, I'm gonna be very impressed / surprised. So opening it up here, nothing in the lid. Lid is lid. Here we go. We got the tiles. Like 16, 17 plus. But we have some tiles here. They are double-sided, as you can see. They just pop out. So we've got tiles, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we got, if you don't want to use the models, or you're doing large scale, we have the sort of unit tokens. So it looks like in the RPG you are expected to do a lot of like infantry, controlling. Then we got the player tokens and NPCs, and then of course if they die, we got battlefield terrain. So if you're playing other RPGs or war games, these would be good. Got a machine gun emplacement, and then fire. So that's cool, neato. We kind of had to zoom out to the big map, big one here, but here's the map. Excuse my face as I'm trying to show this, but it's fucking huge. It's a huge ass map. So if you wanted to play this, you'd lay this out on your table, and you lay this on the map. You can have your guys point where they want to go and stuff. The other cool thing is, on the back here, it is not laminated, so it is paper. Be careful. It has the hex grid on the back here with some trenches pre-made in it. So when you guys do your combat, you basically flip the map over and you put the tiles down and it will match. So we're back now, and as you can see here, I'm going to remove this top tray. It is taped. So as we fold it open here, so this one looks like it's a nice, they're all resin. So if you want to use these for other games, like the Wolfenstein games, or again, mostly I got these for Conflict. You could put them on bases, but you don't need to. They won't fit back in the box if you do, but it might be worth it. So like this guy sticks together through friction, and really nice, like nothing to scoff at. They're printed well. Their simplistic look makes them look good. You can see the pilot guy who's in there. There you go. There's the pilot dude in there. But yeah, he just friction fits together. Some of the barrels are bent. Here we have they look cool. There's 3 of them. Then we have some of your named characters. We have like a commissar, royal noble dude looking guy. We have another character, a lady in a trench coat. I think we have one of the main villain characters of the comics. The machine pistol, the helmet, backpack. These look like they'd be really fun to paint. I think this is one of these. These are one of the special sisters, like the secret organization members. So she has an MP5. So it's like a weird World War I, World War II, like steampunk. Then we have a sort of like medical person. Got one of those, and then we got her. They'll fit nicely. It's nice plastic that they sit in. We have hooded sniper chick. So again, really nice. I think I might want to paint her up first. But again, they'd be really good for, there's some mold lining going on here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely a lot of mold going on here, but I can fix. I definitely want to paint her up. This dude, what is he have? Like a bunch of magazines or a fan or arrows? But he has like an awesome great sword. Like be great for multiplayer for fancy D&D games. Any other real cool guys to throw off? We got like this Kaiser looking dude. Doggo. Yeah. So I'm excited to paint these up. They look really cool, really nice. There we have cards here. These look like stat cards. Let me. So yeah, they look like stat cards here. So they have stats and stuff on them. Let me try to open. Yeah, so there's stat cards. Vehicles are NPCs, I believe. Allies, foes, allies, rivals. Oh, so these are like characters that are independent. Oh, they have different backgrounds. It's like it's so okay. So I guess it's like the different dudes and their models. Archetype. So these are like your classes. So quick build classes. They have, of course, class pictures. And we have basically more archetypes and vehicles and stuff. It looks like you can stick them in any way you want in this box. So that way, for splitting, I guess, make sure that they stay split apart so they're not together. We have the dice, which actually, these are pretty nice. They have like a cool sort of symbol on them. Numbers. I don't know if there's a difference why the dice are different colors, if they just look cool. But they have like the set symbol on it as 1. Let's see if there's anything underneath. So, as we get to the bottom of the box here, we have the book, and we have, we're back here with the part here, we have the book, and we have the DM screen. This nice screen here, it's kind of glossy, but it is a 3-panel DM screen. I am a fan of 4 panels. So here it is fully opened. And then we have the stats. So the different vehicles, weapons, how to do your turns, damage and stuff. These all go into the bottom with foam holding it up. So we get that. Back of the book. The edges, I just noticed this. It's not damaged. The edges are rounded. This is like a book. This is the coolest sort of thing I've seen for a role-playing game. So what we have here, flipping it open. So we have the inside here. Flipping it open. Some art. Introduction, so it's 1915. World War, blah blah. We have the sort of pages here in a nice dark red. Chapter 1. So this is going to be about your lore. As you can see, this is what I mean, but like this is art theme, your stats and stuff. What is role playing? You know, your generic. What is a blank game? As you can see, too, the pages are like the edges here are rounded. Nice glossy paper, just like you'd expect in a role-playing game book that's got any value. How dice work and what do the symbols mean. Actions, skills. So it looks like a basic, if you wanted to play sort of like cool alternate history, sort of D&D with guns and stuff, like everybody wants to play Artificers, and you want to be hipster and not play 5th edition, but wanted a easier to learn, quicker to play from the main book game. This seems to be that sort of thing you can do. That's going to focus more on role play than pure combat. And when you do get into combat, it's going to be cool, awesome, like followers and stuff, where you can be like just you guys, or you're going to have like units of like British soldiers fighting the Huns. Cool notes, handwritten, everything, abilities. So what you can do, combat and healing, because it is a combat. It is both a role play game, but it is a combat because it's a war game. So it's like when combat does happen, it is a war game. So it is a war game. Or it's a role playing game with a skirmish war game built into it. So weather effects and stuff. Got some dudes, grenades and explosives, so weapons, armor, your artifacts, vehicles, items. Characters, the NPCs. Again, more of that art. And this is the DM section, so running things, NPCs, combat, enemies. Yeah, and then here's your stats of characters with pictures and like backgrounds and stuff. Dog, wolf, Fenris wolves. Like we get some of them, also those models too. Episodes, and this is a intro mission for the box. It's also in the normal version of this book, I think, but you get all the bonus stuff in the box from this. And of course their stats. And yeah. So flipping through it, it seems very easy. If you've played or seen someone play D&D, you'll get this down pretty quick. The book's really nice. It's nice quality. Character creation seems very, very simple. It is very much a pick up play, cool adventure in a setting where you're gonna feel like you're in a comic, like a Image comic, not like you do a DC Marvel comic. So guys, that was the Carbon Gray Deluxe intro box, the Deluxe tabletop game unboxing. I'm a huge fan of this. This looks nice. It looks simple. I can basically sell people on it on the premise, and we can just pick up and go. And but you might get looks from people if they've seen the comics before. They might give you some dirty looks on this, but if you like my thing with I'm reading the Throne of Glass series, I might do a book review on that. When you get past some of the issues with it and the this book just being like the art and story second, it is a beautifully well done art piece. The game mechanic of the shooting of a skirmish game and trench warfare with the role-playing aspect of the game. So you can do a cool army versus army role-playing thing, because I know Pathfinder tried to do that with Ultimate Campaign without it bogging down the game, because it makes it a part of it. that like blending of the two into an actual true, not just it's one game with the other added onto it, is really nice. Really hard to see it done, but this does it pretty well for being a thing that was made because of a Kickstarter of a comic. So I'm excited to actually try this out, or at least sit down and read the rules after I go through other boxes. If you guys think this is cool, you guys want to see more on it, maybe an actual play or something, or if you want just me and Bryce to sit down, or one of the other guys who frequent my channel to sit down and actually read the rule book, please let me know down below. If you guys like these sort of videos and you want to see more, please again also like the video. I know the quality is not the greatest compared. You can see so many other people out there who have a better camera and setup than I do, but so yeah, we will see you guys in the next video of this series. So bye.